Hi everyone and welcome to this organization video on health and risk factors that can contribute to poor health. So let's get started. So what is health? Essentially, health is a state of physical and mental well-being in a person, and poor health can be caused by diseases which are either communicable diseases or non-communicable. So communicable diseases are infectious diseases caused by pathogens and can be transferred between organisms. And non-communicable diseases are diseases that can't be transferred between organisms. In many cases, both groups of diseases can interact to cause ill health. So risk factors are factors that can increase the likelihood of developing the disease. Some diseases are caused by several risk factors. Risk factors can also be substances such as carcinogens. This means that they can cause cancer. Ionizing radiation is also carcinogenic, so an example would be UV radiation from the sun or X-ray radiation. Some aspects in lifestyle could also influence risk of diseases, and some risk factors include your diet, how much exercise you do, how much alcohol you consume, and whether or not you smoke. So now, cardiovascular disease is a major non-communicable disease that is influenced by a lot of risk factors. So I've actually gone through cardiovascular disease in a whole nother video, so if you haven't already, please go check it out whenever you want to. I've attached the link of it in the description box below. So now let's look at some risk factors. So smoking is included in here, so let's start from there. So cigarette smoke actually damages the blood vessels, and when there's damage to the blood vessel, this could lead to fatty deposits building up in those blood vessels. So when this happens, we have something called coronary heart disease. Diet also has a massive impact on cardiovascular disease. So if you have a diet that's really high in fat, it could increase your cholesterol levels, and cholesterol is a type of lipid your body makes. And if you eat a diet high in saturated fats, you can increase the levels of something called bad cholesterol, and bad cholesterol also contributes to the buildup of fatty deposits causing coronary heart disease. So staying stuck with diet, some diets are particularly high in salt, especially processed foods such as frozen or microwave meals, and high salt can actually increase blood pressure, and when this happens, blood vessels can get damaged, and this is also another symptom of cardiovascular disease. It's also worth noting that in developed countries, people eat high fat and high salt diets, so cardiovascular disease is a disease of the richer nations, so not only lifestyle choices influence your risk of disease, but also where you live. Stress is also another risk factor, and the reason why is that stress actually releases hormones that narrow blood vessels, and a narrow blood vessel would lead to an increase in pressure. So if you have a poor diet, you could also develop obesity, and that's where you become severely overweight, and this can also be linked to a lack of exercise, and both these factors together lower sensitivity to insulin. And insulin is a hormone that is there to control blood glucose level. So when you lose the ability to control blood sugar levels, you have something called diabetes, and diabetes can be a risk factor for cardiovascular diseases. So one of the lifestyle factors that influences non-communicable diseases is alcohol, and it affects two organs, which are the liver and the brain. So the liver actually breaks down alcohol, but this chemical reaction actually damages the cells of the liver, and sometimes they are so damaged that they become scar tissue, and when this happens, a patient or a person develops cirrhosis, which is a very serious condition. Alcohol has also been shown to damage brain cells, which can lead to a loss of volume in the brain, and a loss of volume would affect brain function. So that's all you guys had to know for this video, so let's get on to the exam questions now. Okay, so this is just a 1 marker. Make sure to pause the video and have a go. And this is the answer. So if you have any questions or concerns regarding this topic, then feel free to comment down in my video and subscribe. Thank you.